Welcome back. I'm Travis with Linux Academy. In this section, we're going to learn some additional things about how we can go and manage our Docker containers. We're going to start off by taking a look at how we can go and inspect running processes on our containers. And there's several ways we can go about doing this. You can execute a Docker container top to display all the running processes on that container, or you can go and attach to it and execute top locally to see all the running processes. You can also use Docker container stats to get a live stream of the container's resource usage. We're going to start off by going and creating a new container. Execute Docker container run, and we're going to be using the IT and D flag. What this will allow us to do is make sure that the container is interactive, as well as have TTY, but it'll be running in the background. Name the container container_process. We're going to be using the CentOS image, and then bin bash will be the command we're executing. Execute Docker container ls, and as you can see, the new container is running. Now that our container is running, execute Docker container top, and then container_process. Right now, the only process that we have running is bin bash, and this is the bin bash that was executed when we went and started the container. Now we're going to go and attach the container so we can run top. Execute Docker container exec-it, supply the container name, which is container_process, and then bin bash. Okay, so now we're logged into the container. Now we can go and run top locally. And as you can see, we do have three processes coming back. We have PID1 is our container command that was executed when the container started, the bin bash process that started when we connected, as well as top that we just ran. Now when I go and exit, and if I do another container listing, you can see that the container is still running, and this is because it still has a bin bash process running. And I can see this by going and executing Docker container top again. Now let's go and try this again, except we're going to use Docker container attach. Now we're in our container, and we can go and run top. This time, we only have one bash process running, as well as top. And this is because we use Docker container attach rather than Docker container exec using the bin bash command. This time, when we go and exit, our container is going to stop. And we can see this when we go and list our containers. So now we need to go and restart the container. Execute a Docker container start on container_process. And now the container is up and running again. The last thing we're going to look at is Docker container stats. This gives you a live stream of the container resources. Right now, there's not a whole lot going on because the container is basically sitting idle. As of right now, nothing is really going on. The container is sitting idle, there's no updates. So until we do something, nothing's really going to change on the screen. And you can see anytime I go and interact, it's just going to go and refresh. Now I've gone and opened the second tab, and we're going to be executing a Docker container exec-it on container process, and the command's going to be bin bash. We're doing this to go and generate load on the container, and then it will be reflected in the stats based off the CPU and memory usage. So let's go and execute a yum update. And if I come over here, we should see some things changing. We can see that our memory usage is going up as well as the CPU, and then it went and dropped back down. Now if I go and type Y and hit enter, come back over here real quick. Okay, so we do have some stuff going on. Our CPU is going up along with the memory usage. Now that yum update has completed, I can come back over here and you can see that my stats have leveled out again. And the way we get out of this is hit Control C, and that will take us back to the prompt. That's all I have for this lesson. Go ahead and mark it complete.